Hello folks, hope you're doing well. So, yeah. Well, after the earlier video, then yes, the last one was talking about, actually I've got no idea. I don't know. It ended, as soon as it ended, things went on, so I do not know. Yeah. It was about the fact that, yeah, we're the ones to blame, yes. Yeah. That we're supposed to be the light of the world, not God. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, as I say, for me, things are difficult still because obviously, I'm learning to do things a different way. And this whole point about not reacting, God keeps on bringing things that tests that. Well, the thing of it is, that's the way it seems, because at the moment a lot of my focus is on the point of things need to move with regards to the car, things need to move with regards to this, that and the other, and they're not moving, so it's like, okay. And I get annoyed, and what I get annoyed about is fair. Like this whole point that with eBay, eBay couldn't care less about sellers. That is true, they couldn't. They make sellers pay a percentage of the money that they get in. Buyers don't have to pay anything. Sellers also have to pay 10%, no, 20% tax as well on the money they give to eBay. So excuse me, eBay take money and then charge an extra 20%, and they say, oh, it's because you're paying tax. Like if you go into a shop, so eBay think they're a shop. And then when I talked about getting listing fee back for the car because the person didn't pay, who won it on eBay, they said no, because like when you put an advert in a newspaper, you have to pay a listing fee. You don't get that back. Oh, you're a newspaper as well, are you? All these excuses to take money from sellers. They have no respect for sellers whatsoever. eBay, none at all. They are basically all about buyers, and it's like, okay. But then when it comes to, well, as I say, taking money on the postage you charge for an item, it isn't actually even anywhere near the actual postage charge, because eBay underquote the postage charges for an item. They always do it. So when you go to the post office, you are then told it's nearly double what eBay had basically said the postage should be for that item. Now, of course, you can choose your own price. You can choose other, but quite often you're too busy to do that, and they know. So therefore, you're losing more money from your money. But then they also take 10.67% of the postage for themselves as well. Blows my mind. And if you haven't actually sold for a number of years, they won't actually let you have your money until the item has been delivered, even though you've sold things in the past and you've never conned anyone. But they treat you as if you're a con artist because you haven't sold for a while. And then, even though I'm using the same bank, because I haven't sold for a while, they want to verify the bank again. But they're still sending money initially, but then they have the cheat to do that, to hold on to your money till your bank is verified, even though it's the same bank account you've used before. And the excuses they make for it, it's utter crap, really. So when all of that comes, especially when I need the money because I've got a car lined up that I could get, but then this gets in the way, and it's like, yeah. They're telling me that I should have verified it, that I should have done whatever, but I went into the account and it said about the bank needs to be verified. I pushed the button to verify, boom. As far as I knew, that was done. There was nothing more for me to do. But without me knowing, I had to press the button, because then it takes 3 to 5 business days for them to put 2 tiny amounts of money into your bank account, for you to then tell them how much they put in, for your bank account therefore to be verified. It takes 3 to 5 business days for that amount to go into your bank. Now, I said to the customer service people, okay, does eBay make money off money they're holding? Do they invest it? The person said, oh no, they wouldn't do that. Yes, they would. Otherwise, why are they going to take 3 to 5 business days? There's no way. They're making money off my money. Disgusting. So I said to the eBay person, great, if I ever get a platform, I'm going to speak against eBay. If I ever find another company that does a similar sort of job where you can buy all that stuff so easily as you can on eBay, I'm just going to send people to that and say, go to that, let's collapse eBay. Now, because if this is the way they think they can treat sellers, they shouldn't have any business. And therefore, me reacting to that, I think is understandable, but God wants, to bring things like this because, judging according to the tree of knowledge of good and evil comes from reaction, comes from when you react. If you don't react to stuff, you can't judge, so therefore you won't be eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil if you're not reacting. Cool. Yeah. The problem is you're going to get a lot of things that are going to frustrate your everyday stuff because of the fact God's going to allow stuff to be thrown at you. Now again, if I thought that actually what eBay did was just a muck up, that's not what they do, but they tell me this is what they do to everybody. So right now, okay. If I ever do get a position where I'm speaking and people are listening, we're going to collapse eBay now. Because to me, it's just wrong. Stealing from sellers, which is what they're doing, really. Even if they're making money from people's money, then actually the money they're making belongs to who? The person who owns that money. Simple. If it's my money, and that money's being invested, the money they make from it is actually my money. Because that money was never eBay's money. Never. That money was paid into eBay from the seller, with the seller trusting that money would go to the buyer. Not that eBay would hold on to it for bloody ages. So, Anyway, so it's things like that. When you get things like that, there's a lot of reaction. But if I'm going to get to a point where I learn not to react, then okay, that's fine. And again, okay. Maybe I won't be speaking about let's get rid of eBay. Let's help eBay to actually be better and to value sellers. Not just value sellers because of the amount of money they can nick off them. But because obviously without sellers you wouldn't have any buyers, would you? This is what eBay need to understand. Without sellers you wouldn't have any buyers. Because you have to have people selling stuff and people to buy stuff. So But okay. It is what it is, and so it is all fun and games. So I'm still waiting for that mini payments to be paid in so I can verify the bank with eBay. So every day I look and it's still an ongoing frustration, but it's going to be done eventually. But this is the point. It's the stupidity of I had to redo my computer the other day, and again everything you sign into, we're going to send you a text. But the problem is my phone isn't in the lounge where my computer is because of the fact I'm in this horrible flat where there's no signal because it used to be a coal bunker, and I'm beneath another flat with a property next door. I'm in the basement. There's a house above me. So therefore, there's no signal. But because there's no signal, I have to get up, go to the phone, check the phone, get the code, put the code in, take the phone back out. Then the next thing I sign into, same crap, everybody. Why on earth do you need a security thing? I put my name, I put my password. That's the security. They all want to send you a code. Bloody annoying. Because it does nothing. You've signed in anyway. Quite likely, if someone's got my username and my password, it means they're in here with me. They got me tied up somewhere, and they can go and check my phone as soon as the blinking code is sent. You know, so how is that security? It's just an annoyance. It's just a constant annoyance that these people are doing. It's like, you know, some people phone you up. They phone you up from the insurance company or whatever. And even though they phoned you up, you still got to go through all their security questions. Even though they know exactly who you are. They know all those details because they're on your page. Look at your information to phone you up. But are we going to do it for security? No, you don't. You're lying little scumbags. You don't. You've got to do it to protect yourselves, because if by chance you've phoned up the wrong person and you've confused the numbers and you give my details to someone else, that's not security, and that's not my security, it's yours. That's to protect your own asses. Really. All these little things, in the time they're happening, they can be quite annoying because you know exactly what they're doing, and you've got to go through this stupid rigmarole with all these people, all these agencies asking these details, and it's like, oh. And we're told not to give details to the people we don't know, but they're asking us to do that all the time. Yeah, because we don't know the person who's phoning, do we? Yeah. Nah. It is exactly what it is. Yeah. So there you go. But that's the point. There's a lot of frustrations and there's a lot of things to react to at a time when I'm trying to learn not to react. And I generally speak, I don't watch the news or anything like that. But there's still stuff. There's still a lot of... And so, look, I understand people are frustrated. I understand that. But the point about with the last video and stuff like that is that you've got to understand and you've got to aim your frustration where it belongs. It never belongs with God. Go to God about it, but aim that frustration where it belongs. It never belongs to God. It belongs to us. Because really, if I'd learnt years ago not to react, then yeah, my life would have been so much better already, and my job now would be so much easier learning not to react. But the fact that I didn't understand in the past means that now, okay, I've got to learn this, and it's frustrating because I want to move forward, but right now I've got to get this to move forward. So it's like, okay, life is frustrating. And it is frustrating to people, I understand that. And God completely understands it. Because it's frustrating to him as well. And I say, from the time of Yeshua, God, the door to the throne room was open, and he's been waiting for his creation to come in, to have a relationship with him. And it's been frustrating watching his creation not even know about that. So there you go. You take care. God bless. Bye bye.